very first diamond painting I did, and it was a Crystal Creations. It came in a little book that you open up, and it's all rhinestone, and it is meant to be a little stand, so you can actually stand it up as a photo if you want to. I haven't, I've just kept it in the box it came in. But yeah, this is the first one I did, and I worked out I loved it, and it was really great for if I was having an anxiety or a panic attack. It's quite calming and soothing, and a great way to end a day if you just need to chill out. So there's my tiger. This is my very first one. I've done one notebook. I thought I'd try something that was off the canvas, so to speak, and I bought this plain notebook because I want to practice drawing still and teach myself that, or I might even swatch washi tapes in here. I haven't quite decided what I'll do with it yet, but it's just a plain notebook with a pretty owl. So there was that one. Here is, now the diamond dots ones were some of the earliest ones I bought because they were local and I could get them easily at a shop. I have 3 of them. I've only done one so far, and of course it's Winnie the Pooh, who I love. I'm a huge Winnie the Pooh fan, and this will be getting framed and hanging up in my poo room, aka my toilet, because it is poo themed. That's all you need to know. So yeah, so diamond dots this was actually the second one I did after the tiger, the Crystal Creations. So yeah, and then fell in love and then went bulk buying. Some Christmas ones, which well, this one was done at the very end of the year, as you saw it in one of my videos, which was my end of year 2020 message. I like this one. It came out really quite nicely for such a small image. Really love it. And I also did this one as a Christmas one, Christmas lantern. I wasn't so happy with the image on this one. I think it was too detailed for the canvas. It was a 30 by 30, but I think it was something like a 24 by 24. So I don't think that came out as nicely. So I didn't show that one on camera, and I chose to do this one instead. So the next 2 are partials. So this is a partial fish. And love the colours. There was definitely a lot of colours, as you can see by the legend, and it was just a nice quick one to do, you know, one night whilst binge watching a TV show. So it's really quite a nice one to do. This one Terry picked me up from Daiso Australia. Now it's only the owl that's actually the diamond painting. It's, as I said, the partial. This is all pre-done. I have seen where you can do the whole kit, but not from Daiso. So I thought it was really interesting that Daiso is actually starting to release some diamond paintings. Again, so if you want a little quick kit to do, you can pick up one for, I think it was $7 from Daiso. This one's my favourite in many ways. If you saw the unboxing, I laughed at this one for many hours, and I still think it's awesome. It was called Magical Flower is the proper name for it, but I reckon this looks like a vagina. And I reckon it looks more like a vagina since I've done it because of the colour choice around there. I'm sorry if that offends you. That's the way my mind works. It's why I bought the kit in the first place. And it is a full kit, so all of that is done in diamonds. And it was very confetti heavy, as you can tell by the mottled background. But some really odd, like bright yellow ones in there. But yeah, it's my vagina flower. I'm not going to refer to it as a magical flower. This is probably one of my most favourite ones I did for 2020, apart from obviously Sam for sentimental reasons. But this one gives me a giggle, and it will always give me a giggle. This one was called Fantasy Eye. Sorry, I've cut the bit off there because it was I needed it to look at this when I was working on it upside down, so I've just trimmed it a bit, but it will get trimmed more when it goes in a display book. Really happy with this one. Colours are gorgeous. There was lots of colour blocking, which made it really easy to work with. And I think the image, I mean, obviously not as detailed as the thumbnail, but I think it came out beautifully. I just love the colours on it, and I think it looks really good. And this was purchased from one of the cheaper diamond painting websites, so I'm really, really happy with this one. Another partial, it's called Brazilian Girl, and her bralette, her headwear and her jewelry is all rhinestones. Love it. Now this one, I'm all over the place with it. I do love it. The image, I did one image search on it and it seemed to come up with it was somebody's image, then somebody else said it's from Rio the movie, which I haven't seen, and then when I've done it again I can't seem to find who it belongs to at all. So I purchased it as a partial and did it anyway, and I just love it. So colourful, so pretty. Love the original drawing. So if you know where it's from, please let me know, because it does look like it could belong to something from Rio, but I can't seem to trace it. But I do love how beautiful and colourful this one is. So the next 4 you have seen before. I'm pretty sure it was Fan Sales I purchased them from, and I have done a post review on them, so I'll just go through them quickly. So you've got your vampire skull, you got Jack Skellington, you got your seashells, which I wanted to put in my bathroom but I'm not going to, and you've got the gorgeous little hedgehogs. And another one there, another skull with some cherry blossoms. I do love my skulls, as I keep saying, but I do love them. And the last 3, which are getting a post review in the video that will follow this video. So I won't linger on them too long, but because there will be a full post review video of these coming out. But we've got a coffee one which will be getting framed and be putting in the kitchen for Terry, the geisha girl or the Japanese lady. I don't think you need to say geisha girl, I think that's redundant if I'm correct. And this one should go this way. The galaxies. And these last 3 were square. I think everything else I've done has been round. So yeah, these 3 plus the Sam one was also square, so I've only done 4 square. So for the first 2 pieces, I will just put up a picture here on the screen, and they were my Christmas pieces that I completed, being the snowman and the Santa Claus mask. I have done a video of the unboxing and post review of these, and that can be found on my channel. Moving on to items that can be displayed on a wall, I have this awesome Suncatcher skull that came with all of the attachments to make these dangles, which I really liked. And I have found a place to put that Suncatcher skull, so I will be putting that up after I've filmed here. And also this one has been living on my wall for a while. It was the abstract, like almost mandala pattern that came with a little tassel, and that lives on my wall as well. Moving into the smaller pieces that I completed, we've got some Disney, so the ones that don't have a cardboard backing I did in the latter half of the year. So yeah, I haven't actually filed them away yet. And there's Eeyore. Now for this one, as you can see, it was meant to be a square one, but I didn't feel like doing the entire background, so I just did some washi tape to frame it, and I'll cut it off in that almost a house pattern, which I'm finding if there's a lot of background, I don't necessarily feel like doing the entire background all the time. So yeah, that might be something you see. This was a partial. Now this was the very first one I did for 2021, my little crystal piggy. So as you can see, the ones here now that have the background have been put away in their safekeeping display books. And I spoke about them more in my video that I will link to the bottom in the description here of the completions I've done from January to August. So I went into more details with all of these. That's a full crystal tiger. This one, I absolutely adored this one. Still love it, coming back to see it. This is such a pretty piece. And this one as well. And here we have roughly the 30 by 40s. Again, being on a background, I have discussed these already, but this one's beautiful. This one I gushed about on the video when I did the post review of it. I absolutely love this pattern, and I've just recently bought this in a cross stitch as well. So I love to see how that comes out in cross stitch to do it. Here was some crystal cacti. This one I have done a post review for as well. This one was done in Spooktober. I believe I did this one in Spooktober as well. And a message we can all live by. Okay, so we're going up to the bigger ones, which are the 40s by 50s roughly. And again, all of these are on cardboard, so the original review of these will be in that video I linked down below, where I give you how I felt about each piece. But we have the unicorn. Gamer Girl by DIY Moon Shop. The Controller by Gemmet. African Lady. And a cat. And there's this one that I have framed. I haven't put it up on a wall yet, but this one I did, I think it was February, and it was a Craftably piece. And that's 30, if I've counted correctly. So number 31 is this big piece that I did during Spooktober of this year, and it is a Diamond Art Club. They're not in any particular order within the sizes, because obviously this is a Christmas theme one that I am showing first. Now these ones here are all Santa faces that were or can be used as gift tags or ornaments, and there was 10 in the set, and these ones came from One Day Saving. I showed a couple of these in shorts towards the end of the year for Christmas, but here are the full 10 fully completed. If I show one a bit closer up, it's got like the clear crystals in the middle there for the beard and an AB type of drill on the outside for the white part of the beard. The next two are these completed sticker sheet sets. These ones came from One Day Saving, and these ones came from Everyday E-Deals. And I haven't quite decided when I come to display them if I'll just leave them on the sticker sheets and trim it up to be a bit nicer, or take each individual sticker off and put it on a separate cardstock background. But they are number 2 and 3. Then we have this sticker sheet set that was sent to me from Diamond Art Gift, and it was also Christmas themed. Again, I'm not sure if I'll display these just like by trimming the border of the actual sheets or by peeling each sticker off, but I do like these ones. These are quite cute. They could even be really good little decorations to your gifts if you wanted to stick them on any gifts you've wrapped or cards you're sending to people. Still on Christmas themed stickers, these adorable polar bear Christmas sticker set was sent to me from Paint Some Way, and these are just so cute. Really love them. Now these adorable little Easter eggs were from DIY Choose, and they are supposed to be turned into key rings because they have the key ring hole there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pop them in a display book. They are very pretty, lovely colours on them, and it's just the one side coated and the other side is just clear acrylic. But they are really quite cute. I do love the colours on them. The gems were all really beautifully manufactured, really clear clarity. And then we have these two adorable little ones here. These came off a store from AliExpress. I can't remember which store, to be honest. I've had them for a while. They were both square, so this Pooh one came in a square format like this as well, but I only did Pooh munching on his popcorn and then cut out around it, so I didn't have to do the background gems, and I actually really like the way this has come out like this. Yeah, I just think it didn't need the background gems, and it lent itself quite easily the shape to be cut out. So I'm really happy with the way I did that one, and of course I'm also happy with this because I do love Totoro. I mean, the same could be done for this one if I wanted to. As you can see, the way the gems are all different shapes and sizes, or they're all the same shape but they're different sizes. You could easily have not done the background on this one and just cut it out the same, but I chose, because it's quite small as you can see by size comparison, I just chose to do it all as it is on that one and cut out Pooh on that one. They're both very adorable. And these are the last two of these small sized pure gemstone diamond paintings. These ones both came from Everyday E-Deals. I think this was the first one I did from memory for 2022. I did it in January. Love the colours on them. The gems were great, very limited, if any, trash from memory, and they were printed with great clarity. So yeah, I was really happy with both of these. Next we'll move on to the 30 by 30s. So here is the first 30 by 30 I have, and this is a Diamond Dots kit. Now it came attached to like a wooden frame, so this cardboard part, as you can see, I've cut off the wooden frame, the cardboard frame it came with. It was designed to be one that you just hang up once you're done. I didn't want to do that obviously because I have display books, so I cut the front off ready to put this in a display book, but it was only a partial. But being Diamond Dots, great quality, great drills, lovely colours. Yeah, really happy with that because I love Wonder Woman, and there's a nice shine to it as you can see as I move it around, because I've had to put two lights on today even though it's still summer and it's a warm day. It's very dark because we're waiting for a storm. So yeah, lights and lots of lights on here to help me see, and helps you see the shine of the actual drills. Next we have an Easter one I completed obviously around Easter of 2022, and this one came from DIY Choose, and I do remember showing this one on the channel as well with those Easter egg key rings, and I liked it then and I still like it now. For a 30 by 30 I thought the clarity of it was really quite good, and the colours were really nice and the drills were really good, so there was no complaints with this one at all. This one came from Easy Craft Art, and it is a mandala and it's gemstones. Partial coverage, but I mean most of it is covered in the gemstones. Again, from memory, there was no issues with anything drill wise, stickiness wise, print wise, anything. Let's say they're all like that unless I say otherwise, because if something was bad I would have done a separate video on it to explain that, but from what I can remember going through the pile when I was sorting them, they were all really good prints in the sense of stickiness, clarity and drill quality, and I really do like this one. Probably my most favourite completion of the year, I won't lie there. It is of course Tigger and Pooh, and I had this one for a while because it came from Outdoor Tidy and they have not worked with me for a long time. As for this kit, I absolutely love it. It's really cute. It came through beautifully, and because I got sick of doing all of the white background, this was one of the examples of when I've used origami paper to shortcut having to do a full colour background. And of course when this gets trimmed up and put in the display book, it will look even nicer and tidier, and yeah, I just love this one. So without a doubt my favourite completion of 2022. This one came from DP Clubs. And I think I've had this one around for a while as well, because not only when I'm doing them, I'm trying to do my back catalogue as well as any sort of more modern ones I've received that I need to do. But I do believe this one I've had for a while, and it's the two moons, or the crescent moon and like the full moon, and it's all gemstones, and the colours, I loved them, especially this purple around here. Absolutely a beautiful colour and a beautiful finish. Back to the Christmas themes. This one came from Paint Some Way, and it's a snowman partial, and a nice quick one to do around Christmas. And just to show you up close, the snowman, as you can see, is partially crystal and also AB drills around his belly. So really need to get these in display books soon, because they do start to get a bit damaged if you just leave them lying around where other things rub on them constantly. But I liked this one. I thought I love the colours in the red and the greens, and it was a nice quick one to do for Christmas. So the next 5 all came from Everyday E-Deals, and they're the last of the 30 by 30s. So showing you this one first. This one I've had in my pile for a very long time. I bought this really early on when I started diamond painting, so I probably purchased this around 2020. It is the Cheshire Cat one. It's all gemstones and it's really quite pretty. Big colour range. There was 10 colours in this one, so I really enjoyed doing this one and loved the colour effect of it. Le fromage, or of course cheese, and who doesn't love cheese? Of course, maybe, yeah, probably lactose intolerant people or people allergic to dairy in general don't like cheese maybe. But for the rest of us, cheese! I had to get one that was all cheese. It's only a 30 by 30, so you can't quite read whatever the writing's meant to be there. I can't make it out myself. This one, it looks good on my viewfinder on the camera, but I think it probably doesn't have the effect as well as you would want for a small size. Some small sizes come through really well. This one to me is a bit pixelated and you can't quite understand what it says when you look at it with the naked eye, but it is a cheese platter. Love is love. Well, how appropriate is it? I do believe that March is World Pride Month, and this is where I get confused because in Australia Pride Month is June, and this is something I am very passionate about. This channel is a safe space and a big supporter of the LGBTIQ plus community, and if you're not going to believe this is a safe space, perhaps this is not the channel for you. I really do love this one. Again, this is one to me that comes through on the viewfinder of my camera a lot better than it comes through on the naked eye. I think the colours were a bit muted to what I was hoping. I was expecting them to be a bit more bright, but I understand it's meant to be a flag with the sun shining through, which is why you get this sort of weird colour part there. Happy Pride to everybody celebrating. Another 30 by 30 from Everyday E-Deals, and this one is Les Roses, or the Roses. And I liked the colour. Again, viewfinder on camera to me is a lot clearer than looking at it with the naked eye, but I do love the colours in it for the roses and how it's made to look a bit more like a scruffed up board. To me, on the naked eye, it's not as clear as it comes through on the camera viewfinder, but some of these 30 by 30s, if you hold them at a distance, they look really good, which is what you're meant to do with a diamond painting. You're not supposed to look at it right up in your face. And the last one from Everyday E-Deals is this adorable little owl who's jacked up on coffee, and I relate to this owl so much. So I think after I finish filming this one, it's going to be time for another coffee, without a doubt. But yeah, this one, really like the colours, and hopefully the sparklies are coming through as I rotate the canvas, but the colours are great. The quality was great. I mean, it had 24 colours on this little 30 by 30. So yeah, you can't complain there. And really enjoyed doing this one. Okay, we're moving on to the 30 by 40s. So this one I got from Paint Some Way, and it is a cute little cat message that says, "Home is where your cat is." Now I think from a distance, again, this one looks a lot better than close up, although I can still read what it says close up. But if I like pin it onto the back of my door or something and stand back a bit, it looks really cool, and that's why I got it. I just loved the look of it. And again, I did a shortcut to, instead of having to do the white drills on all of it, I used cat washi tape to frame it. Now when it comes to me putting this in an actual display book, I'm not sure if I'll cut it off at the drills or the cat washi tape, but whilst I was doing it, I thought the cat washi tape was quite a cute little feature, so I may even leave it on there as like a little border. Very happy with this one. The next two are from DP Clubs, and I'm sorry I had left the plastic cover on them because I really did a shortcut on these, so I'll try and hold it up a bit so the glare of the light's not too bad on it. So I consider myself a gamer. I'm not next gen yet by any means. I still have a PS4, an Xbox One, and a Switch, so yeah, I game, and I saw these, and the other one's also game related, and I just loved them. I love the big bright colours in the Game On and the console controller, but I also didn't want to have to do all of the black that was required for the background. So you can see I've used very thick washi tape around here. This washi tape I got from Japan, and it's different sort of creatures, so I probably won't keep this washi tape in when I come to actually cut this out. I will just cut it to where the diamonds actually end, so it'll be quite a small piece in consideration when I actually cut it. That's why I've had to leave the plastic cover on, because yeah, there's still a fair bit that's not covered, and that would just stick to things until I actually get around to putting it in a display book. And that's what you can do. If you see an image you like the central image of and you don't want to have to do the background, this is the perfect workaround. Either cover it with washi tape or just cut it. You don't need to be turned off of a diamond painting just because there's a lot of a solid colour in the background. You can do little workarounds like this. And this is the same. I've done a really big shortcut again of not having to do a big chunk of the black background, and I've just done the main central part of the diamond painting, which of course is eat, sleep, game, repeat. And I like these two gaming ones, that's why I got them. And I knew when I saw them I wasn't going to do all of the background. I was just going to do the central part. And because I like that, that reflects what I like to do. I'm very much into gaming at the moment. It means a lot of my other hobbies. I haven't done any diamond paintings at all this year. Shh, don't tell anyone, that's terrible, because I've been gaming. So these are very appropriate for me. And this one was from Everyday E-Deals, and it's the colourful owl that's all in crystal rhinestones. Now, I have shown it before, and there is a smaller A5 notebook that has this cover as well that you can do as a diamond painting, and I have done that one, but this is the 30 by 40 version of that owl, and it's nice and clear and colourful. Beautiful colours. There was the darker blue around the wings. Oh, loved that colour. So yeah, it's nice that when you get some colours that aren't the standard sort of pink and orange and red that you get, like this blue I haven't really seen in a lot of my other diamond paintings, and it was just beautiful. These little bits here were rough, and I think they're, is it Druzzy? I think, I'm not quite sure, but they feel very textured. They're quite nice on there as well. So yeah, that was a nice colourful one as well. 2 more to go. So the last two are the 40 by 40s. These were the biggest I worked on for the year, and that's fine. There's absolutely no size shaming with my videos. I think some people feel that you're not a real diamond painter unless you're doing these ridiculously big sized ones from Diamond Art Club. That's not true. You can do tiny ones and also be a diamond painter. And you might wonder why I'm mentioning that. It is because I have received a comment in the past on one of these completed for the year type videos I've done that have gone, oh, that's why you did so many. You only did small ones. So it's not a competition. It's what you can do throughout the year. And I really hate that attitude in people. So if you got that attitude, again, leave my channel. It's not the channel for you. If you do something for the love of it, you do something for the love of it. It's not about the size of it. In some cases it might be. No, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get back to what I was doing. Alright, so the last two, 40 by 40. The first one, I Love You to the Moon and Back. Again, a Winnie the Pooh themed one with Tigger and Piglet and Eeyore. And again, as you can see, there was a lot of the samey background. I was actually originally going to do all of this as it was meant to be, and then like I say with me, I get bored. I wanted to move on. I wanted to finish it. So I found some of my origami paper that's celestial themed. So I've got stars here in the corner and a big one here of stars. And again, when I cut this out and to put it in a display book, it will be nice and flush with the drills. Always remember that's an option, again, if you don't want to have to do large background areas. And also it gives you a bit of a flair of your own artsy style as well. The very last one, this has to be my second favourite finish for the year, and it is a spider lily and beautiful face here with spider lily eyelashes and spider lily flowers. This one also came from Easy Craft Art, another company that I worked with for a little bit and then haven't worked with since. I really do like this one. And believe it or not, this didn't even have colour 666, even though it was red and spider lilies, and I still liked it. So it just proves I can like things without 666 in them. These were like the last ones I did in the year because they're Christmas trees, and I did actually have these up on display in the house because I have no room for an actual Christmas tree. So these ones I did and put them up in a couple of places around the house, so I had some Christmas trees at least. Now these two came from two different companies. This one came from One Day Saving and this one was sent to me from New Craft Day. Of course, they are stand-up and single-sided stand-up decorations. So they do come with these standees, which obviously I don't have them on, so I can show them to you flat. But yeah, as I said, they were around the house, and I will now put these back in the box securely away, and I will bring them out next year as well, because again, no floor space for an actual tree. I can shove things around a bit to make some shelf space, so at least I've got a little bit of Christmassy decoration around the house. So yeah, these I really liked, and the drills were really good on them. No complaints for either of them. So what I'll do is I've just got the rest of them I've done, and I've just got them all in this big pile, and I'll take them off one at a time, and they're all on the backing boards ready to go into my display books when I have finished recording. And so the good thing about me when putting it on the backing board ready, it's all trimmed and beautiful, and it also gives me the details of what they were. So this was a rabbit folk art one I got from One Day Saving, and I remember at the time showing this one that it did have actually where the original artwork was from. So again, a big apologies. This is one, well, I didn't pick it up when I did my reverse Google image search. It proves they're not always perfect, but that one clearly had the name of the studio on it. And I always do try to get pieces that aren't accredited to an artist. So it was done in April, obviously for Easter. Second one, again, of the smaller ones, I think some of the bigger ones were done a little bit earlier in the year, but this one I finished in June, and this was a customization, and I did do a video as well on showing how I customize diamond painting. So the original diamond painting I got from Fan Cells many years ago when I first started out diamond painting. I bought it myself. It's meant to be like red trees sort of doing a love shape, and I saw it, and I did explain this in the first video, but saw a vagina, and that's why I put the word Quim in custom letters. Now they are A.B. drills that I purchased from AliExpress, where you can get big bulk packs of A.B. drills, and this of course is a square. And yeah, I just thought the word Quim was perfect for this one. Okay, so the next two I should show together. And this was the video I did comparing square versus round of the same image, and this was in a 30 by 30. And these two were gifted to me from One Day Saving. And I'd done a whole video on this one, doing the comparison and which one looks better. Okay, this one completed in July 2023, and this was the first of the A.B. drills I received and worked on. Now this one came from Diamond Art Gift, and it was a 30 by 30, which in these A.B. drill ones is exact. It's a 30 by 30 centimeters. As you can tell, it is right on the white cardstock, which is a 30 by 30 cardstock. Now this one, this had a lot of A.B. drills in it, and I wonder if because it's a sunny day today, I wonder if the sun will pick any of it up. I'm not too sure, but I think there was around 7 or 8 colours on A.B. drills. It's a psychedelic butterfly, nice and colourful, and I really do like this one. Yeah, and it was the first of the A.B. drills I completed, and yeah, absolutely love it. Then we come to August, and I did these Pokemon key rings. Now I have explained in many hauls where I show key rings, this is what I do with them. They are always double-sided so that you can obviously have it as a key ring, but I don't. I just put them in my display book, and yeah, I've just whacked them on the paper from the stickiness on the other side of the key ring. Didn't even have to use my own double-sided tape because they're all sticky from where you would put the drills. But this was a Pokemon set, and I think it was really cute. I'm not big into Pokemon. Well, I'm not into Pokemon. I've never actually played a Pokemon game, not even Pokemon Go when it was out there and trying to get us all to exercise. I've really not followed Pokemon at all, which is quite surprising considering how much I love my Japanese culture. Then we got August 2023 as well, which were these gorgeous little dragon stickers. Now, I put that higher up on the paper than I probably would have liked. I should have moved it down a little bit, but I've kept it on the backing board so that if ever one day, it won't happen, but if one day I wanted to use these as actual stickers, I can peel them off. They're not stuck to the background board there. But this was an adorable little dragon set. Oh, sorry, and that one came from Diamond Art Gift. This one again, I have done a video on. This was for my mandala month of September, and this came from DB Clubs, and I said I was going to keep it, and I've put it on a backing board ready to go on a display book because I still love the pinks and the yellows of it, but this one just turned into an absolute disaster. Again, there is a whole video on why that happened, but basically, in a word, Luna, and it just didn't go the way I was hoping to go, but I kept it anyway because it's something I did, and I still love the basic view of the mandala. I kept that bit on there because I wanted to show the gold paint I was originally trying to do the whole outline with, which didn't work, but I do love that gold paint, so yeah, I just kept it as it is. Now, September was definitely the month I did most of my diamond paintings, and it was for the mandala month. I just went crazy on diamond paint. I think I got 6 done in the month. So there's also this eye mandala, again from Diamond Art Gift, and this one was one example to show you where I used the shortcut of using origami paper around the outside, so I didn't have to do all of the black background, I believe it was, on this one, and this gives you a nice view of what I mean when I cut it up and trim it nicely and put it on a backing board. It looks really quite nice with the shortcut, so you don't need to do all that white or the black in this case drills. You've just got the nice beautiful eye, and I really do like this one. I love the colors of it. Next was this dragonfly from Paint Some Way, again from Mandala Madness, and I also did a shortcut on this one. I coloured in this trim here with some Posca paint pen. I didn't feel like putting all of the drills on there, and in between these larger amber drills there were little dots that were meant to have a diamond, like a clear, this clear one in there as well, and I just actually just dotted over them with a white Posca paint pen because I didn't feel like putting them on either, and it still looks good. I think it adds to it, and I really do like the way it looked out. The only thing I mentioned at the time, again, when I show these at the beginning of the month with my colouring pages now, I would have liked a bit more drills there. I think that would have made it look a bit nicer, but it didn't, but that's okay. It's still a good kit, and I'm happy with the result. Another September one. This one was the flower mandala that I got from Diamond Art Gift, and this one had a white background, and the same principle that I used for the eye. I took silver origami paper, which was, I think, the flip side of that blue one I showed, and did the shortcut again with this one, and I like it. I think it looks really good with the shortcut. So this is good examples. If you don't feel like having to do the whole of a background of a piece, you can always pick up some origami paper, washi tape, scrapbook paper, even paint, because paint, you can paint straight over it and it will take away the glue. You don't have to worry about it being sticky through paint. It won't. You might have to do 2 coats in some cases, but in my experience, I've never had a problem with the glue coming through the paint. So there's always ways to shortcut if you don't want to do a lot of background. Again for Mandala month, but I didn't finish this one till October, and this was from Fan Cells, the original mandala. Again, this was one I got in the early days of me buying diamond paintings for myself, and another custom that I wanted to make and share with you on the channel. And this one I did Calm Your Tits, because I think that's a perfect sort of saying for mandalas. And the white drills I've used there I also got from AliExpress when I got the square A.B.G. drills. These ones are glow in the dark. And I really do like this one. For an older style 30 by 30, I mean, I'm talking, I probably got this in 2020. It looks really good. Really happy with the design, and I love the blues. Just gorgeous. Then we moved to November because my October, if you remember from my videos, was my month of hell. So I really didn't get anything done for October. So I got the stuff that I was planning to do for Spooktober done more in November, which I moved it on to Spookvember. And of course then I do Creepmas for December. So pretty much October for the rest of the year is always spooky for me. And this was a stained glass pumpkin. Again, it was a square one that had all white background, and I thought I would trial it. I just wanted to see what it would be like to cut it out. Obviously it's not going to cut out as a perfect circle, being the design of it. So you do have little bits around the edge there that you can sort of see the original drill field, but it doesn't look too bad. But I'm actually quite pleased with how this looks. I wasn't really sure how these stained glass ones would come out, because obviously you can't get the black line that does the divide for the stained glass perfect, and it's not black drills. But it looks really good, especially through the viewfinder, and even looking at it on the naked eye, it looks really good. I think they come out quite well. I wasn't sure they were going to come out looking this good, and I'm really, really happy with it, actually. But I think for the future ones, I won't cut them out in a circle. I will just do the shortcut of origami paper for the background. But yeah, again, really like this one. Then we're jumping to December. So, and remember, these bigger ones are going to be earlier in the year. These are just the 30 by 30s. So this was another of the A.B.G. drills. This one I got from F.G. Normal. So A.B.G. drills, but this one's square. And this one, love the image, love the look of it, but really disappointed being that the square drills popped something shocking, and I have done a video explaining that as well. I can't be rough with this and run my fingers across it too much, because the drills just come out just by touching it. So this needs to go into a display book ASAP. But I mean, you can't fault the way it looks. That really is quite pretty and shiny, and I think I've managed to keep all the drills on it so far. But you can still see they're popping out. So yeah, I don't want to touch it or play with it too much, because we'll cause trouble again. But so this one was an A.B.G. drill that was a disappointment because the square drills pop. I do have some others, I think, in A.B.Gs that are square. The round drill, which was the butterfly, not a drama with, but the square drills do seem to pop, so that's a concern. Let's pop it to the side before anything happens. So this was another one I did for Christmas, and I'm sure I've done a video on this one as well. And these were the crystal rhinestone sticker set from One Day Saving, and yeah, they're really pretty. What can I say? Again, I put the whole sticker sheet on the backing card so that the stickers are still good to go as stickers if the need or want ever hits. But as they are, I just like to display them like this. Another one I did from One Day Saving for Christmas, and this is a sticker as well. It's got a clear background, so I won't pull it off there, but I've again put it on with the sticker sheet, and it's just of Christmas decorations, and it was crystal rhinestones too. This one I did is my Creepmas one. I call it Creepmas Skull from New Craft Day, and special drills, and I really loved the color of the green in this one. Absolutely beautiful. So I was really happy with this one too. So they're the 30 by 30s. So I'll flip these over, and these are the 30 by 40s. And starting with this one, I did this one in March, and this is a Japanese courtyard. This gives you a good example of one of the bad things about having these lying around too long before you do something with them. I can see 1, 2, and there was the third one there. 3 gems have moved and got lost already. Now I've put these gems somewhere away special. It might even be in with my resin supplies, so I won't be able to easily replace these because I don't know where I've put the gems. But I can always do a little bit of a paint marker on these colours to just try and cover it up a bit. But that's a good example of why you need to sort of keep them protected if you don't want to start losing gems. But I really do love this image, Japanese Courtyard. And yeah, I did this one for the month of March, which I'm pretty sure was my Japan month. This one was also done for the month of March, which was my Japan month. So I'll just probably put it there to show you. It is special gems again. And this one came from One Day Saving, and the most I had to do was her hair, which had a lot of the hot pink gems in it, and you know, the rest of it was pretty straightforward and easy. So that took the most time, was her hair, because with special gems I usually do them on one drill at a time, so they do take a lot longer to do. And the last of the bigger ones I did, this was as big as I got for the year, was a 30 by 40. Yeah, I didn't do anything bigger than that apart from the Jackie one I'm working on. This one I got done in April, and this one I did alter as well, where all of the wording was meant to have drills on it. Again, I didn't do the drills, I just went over it with paint marker like my Poscas, and it's I'm mostly peace, love and light, and a little go bleep yourself. So I thought this was a very appropriate message for me. So I did all of the gems around on the flowers and of the girl, and these had these beautiful, what I call peacock colour special gems as the outline. They're a black base, but they look bluish and green, and they're just gorgeous. So I really loved this one, and that color was meant to be used in all of the words as well, but I thought it looked better just actually painting the words in rather than having it all with just some drills in the middle.